Welcome back to the battles, and in your opinion, just how powerful is Superboy-Prime? Superboy-Prime, an entity not born from the shadows of secret laboratories, nor the product of horrific genetic experiments or reactive evolution through thousands of deaths. He was born from our very own world. A world called Earth Prime, a realm of existence where there are no superheroes. Clark Kent of Earth Prime was an ordinary boy, carrying within him noble ideals, an absolute faith in justice and love. He gained the powers of a Kryptonian under a yellow sun, and for a brief time he became the sole savior of his world. But then the crisis on Infinite Earths struck. Everything he knew, everyone he loved, and the entire reality he called home was erased in an instant. His family died, his world vanished, and he was trapped in the Paradise Dimension alongside Alexander Luthor of Earth 3 and Superman of Earth 2. The prolonged isolation, the supreme agony of loss, and the surging rage upon realizing that the newly reconstructed reality after the crisis was not perfect gradually eroded his mind. The madness did not come from an instant shock, but from a slow process of corrosion by despair. When the door to the Paradise Dimension was shattered during the Infinite Crisis event, what stepped out was no longer a boy bearing the symbol of hope. What stepped out was an existential catastrophe, a pure, seething wrath in human form, and one of the most dangerous entities ever to exist. The nature of Superboy-Prime's power cannot be measured. As a Kryptonian with superhuman abilities, he is the living embodiment of Silver Age power, amplified to an absolute degree by fury, despair, and a deeply wounded ego. If Doomsday is reactive evolution through death, then Superboy-Prime is evolution through the denial of reality. He does not accept this world, and more importantly, he possesses the power to force the world to change, to bend, and to break according to his will. His power does not come from training, nor from the bestowal of gods, but from an absolute and twisted belief that he is the one who is right, and the entire universe is mistaken. On a fundamental level, Superboy-Prime's physical power has far exceeded any limit achievable by a living being. He single-handedly fought and overpowered the entire Green Lantern Corps, an elite cosmic police force armed with power rings, capable of turning willpower into solid constructs. In the confrontation, Superboy-Prime employed no complex tactics. He simply charged in, and his punches, carrying the weight of billions of tons of fury, tore through the most complex energy structures, shattering the will of the universe's most seasoned warriors. He even punched through the antimatter universe, a realm of existence parallel and completely opposite to the main universe, a place whose structure was supposedly as durable as normal reality. With the sheer brute force of his punches, he created reality fissures that spread like a spider web across the fabric of space and time. When facing Superman, Superboy, and the Superman of Earth, two simultaneously at the heart of the multiverse, Superboy-Prime showed no signs of being outmatched. On the contrary, he gained a crushing advantage. Three of the most powerful Kryptonians ever to exist joined forces to try and stop him, but Superboy-Prime defeated them with a combination of innate combat skill, unimaginable speed, and limitless rage. He viewed this not as a fight for survival, but as a punishment for a universe that had dared to betray the ideals he worshipped. His power at this fundamental level had already placed him at a multiversal scale, where every impact not only shook planets. However, the peak of Superboy-Prime's power extends far beyond these acts of destruction. At his strongest, his power takes on a metaphysical nature and reaches an extra-universal scale. His most terrifying feat, and the clearest testament to the scale of his power, is the ability to alter reality through pure physical force, a phenomenon often referred to as the retroactive punch. In moments of ultimate desperation and fury, Superboy-Prime threw punches at the very walls of reality, at the boundaries separating timelines and universes. These punches created paradoxes that even the highest cosmic entities feared. He directly confronted the Monitor, beings who exist outside the multiverse, entities who observe and maintain the balance of all existence. Superboy-Prime not only survived these confrontations, but also inflicted wounds and disruptions that took those entities millennia to repair. Furthermore, he survived an impact with the Source Wall, the ultimate and absolute boundary of all creation within the DC universe. The Source Wall is not a physical object, but a metaphysical concept. The repository of all energy, all ideas, and all laws of existence. The fact that a tangible being could strike the source wall and survive is a testament to a durability that transcends physical laws. Superboy-Prime's defensive capabilities and durability form an impenetrable fortress, a terror no less formidable than his offensive power. He has withstood direct attacks from antimatter energy, a force capable of annihilation at the atomic level, reducing all matter to nothingness. In his battle against the Sinestro Corps, he single-handedly fought hundreds of members, enduring torrents of yellow energy of fear without ever faltering. He survived, being hurled directly into the core of the sun, where temperature and pressure can vaporize any known substance in the universe, and he emerged not only intact but exponentially more furious. What makes Superboy-Prime's durability uniquely terrifying is the mechanism of power amplification through rage. Unlike other warriors who might become exhausted or weakened after sustaining damage, Superboy-Prime's body will operate like an emotional reactor. Every wound, every insult, and every moment that reality fails to conform to his desires becomes fuel for the next wave of destruction. His rage does not cloud his combat abilities. On the contrary, it sharpens every sense and multiplies his physical strength on an exponential scale. Superboy-Prime's speed and reflexes are often underestimated due to the image of a madman relying solely on brute violence and crude punches. However, the reality is completely the opposite. His speed is immeasurable, far surpassing all conventional concepts of physical motion. He has traversed the multiverse in an instant, leaping from one universe to another without any technological aid, using only the power of his legs and his will. In confrontations with the fastest speedsters like the Flash, Superboy-Prime not only matches their speed, but also reacts and attacks with devastating precision. At his peak, Superboy-Prime's speed becomes irrelevant, because he doesn't merely move faster than light. He moves by tearing through space, by refusing to acknowledge the existence of distance. He appears wherever his rage directs him, rendering the concepts of distance and time utterly meaningless. His heat vision is not just beams of searing energy, but rays capable of slicing through space itself, leaving permanent scars on the physical fabric of his surrounding. His freeze breath can solidify even cosmic energy currents, creating blocks of absolute, unbreakable ice. His flight is unbound by atmosphere or gravity, allowing him to move freely through the vacuum of deep space, where he truly feels he belongs, far from the chaos of planets. Moreover, Superboy-Prime possesses unique abilities stemming from his very metafictional nature. He has the capacity to break the fourth wall. His will is so powerful that he can retain his memories and identity even when the entire universe is rewritten, altered, or erased. While others might disappear or have their personalities changed by timeline-altering effects, Superboy-Prime stands there, intact in his fury, like an immovable boulder in the raging river of time. Compared to Superman, who represents hope and whose power is nurtured by compassion, humility, and a profound connection to humanity, Superboy-Prime is the complete corruption of that very ideal. He is the living proof of what happens when absolute power is not accompanied by wisdom, acceptance, and compassion. Superman fights to protect the world because, with all its flaws and beauty, it is worth protecting. Superboy-Prime fights to punish the world because it does not match what he expected. To the Flash, the devoted and patient guardian of the time stream, Superboy-Prime is the nightmare that shatters every rule. The Flash understands that the time stream is a fragile construct, one that must be respected and protected, and that every alteration carries unfathomable consequences. Superboy-Prime, in contrast, sees the time stream as something to be bent, shattered, and rewritten if it does not serve his purpose. Compared to the Anti-Monitor, a high-level cosmic entity specialized in destruction, Superboy-Prime carries a different nuance entirely. The Anti-Monitor destroys, because it is his nature, his very purpose for existing, a cold and calculated process. Superboy-Prime destroys because of emotion, because of pain, and because of the betrayal he feels from the universe itself. He is an emotional catastrophe, a pure, seething wrath in human form, and it is precisely this that makes his destruction so unpredictable and terrifying. Superboy-Prime is an emotional disaster, a cautionary tale of where power without the guidance of morality and acceptance leads. He is living proof that even the purest symbols can be twisted and transformed into the most terrifying monsters under the pressure of despair and isolation. He possesses infinite stamina, astonishing regenerative capabilities, and a power amplification mechanism through rage that renders defeating him by brute force utterly meaningless. Superboy-Prime is not a character who will test the combat skills, tactical intellect, or even the willpower of heroes in a conventional way. Superman has enemies who challenge the limits of his morality, Batman has enemies who challenge his intellect and resolve, but Superboy-Prime challenges the very foundation of the reality they are defending. When Superman first faced Superboy-Prime during the Crisis, their battle ended in destruction and chaos, but with a profound difference. Superman fights through pain while still holding on to his faith in life. Superboy-Prime fights through pain and lets it transform him into the embodiment of death itself. One came to save the world, the other came to end it, because it was not good enough. Bearing the symbol of hope, yet acting as the incarnation of despair, wielding his punches as instruments of erasure, Superboy-Prime is not the final chapter of a heroic story. He is the boy who punched through the page, leaving a tear in reality that no hero can ever fully repair. He is the eternal reminder that the greatest power is not the strength to destroy stars, but the power to shatter the very ideals that created it. There is nothing more terrifying than an enraged God who believes he has been betrayed, and ultimately, he is the one who actually managed to inflict some damage on the Dark Knight. As you can see, he is immensely powerful. His weaknesses are his hot temper and his power depleting rapidly. Other than that, he is an absolute juggernaut. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you all very much.